Hey gang, so welcome back to the channel. So Mike Tyson's team just released a new video of his training in anticipation of the Jake Paul fight on November 15th. Now I watched this video and it's got me a little bit worried. Now let me break it down and tell you why. Now one thing that I remembered is that 4 years ago when Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr. and he was 54 years old, his camp released tons more social media videos of him preparing for that fight, and he looked absolutely lethal. Now sometimes you don't release your training footage because you're worried about your opponents seeing where you're at or seeing what your plan might be, even though I think it's fairly obvious. And so you keep that stuff secret. And so maybe, given the benefit of the doubt, that's what they're doing. But the only footage they've really released is of him dropping this fat training partner with a body shot.
Excellent! Nice left hook! Up.
We're done. The job is over. We're done.
But let's go back to the beginning of the video that they released. I can't show like big clips because obviously I'll get copyright strike and I don't want that, but I still want to break it down for you guys. So the first thing I noticed is that while they're suiting Mike Tyson up, there's a Hell's Angel there's a Hell's Angel there. And I think sometimes I've noticed with fighters is they end up getting infiltrated by gang members that want to be a part of their success. And so they buy their way into these training camps. And I've seen that before. And then they buy their way into this camp and they're really not adding anything to it. And why are they there necessarily? And I think if you're really serious about winning a fight, you need to surround yourself with only professionals, only a team, only people that are there specifically to train you to win this fight or train you to be better, and not have people around that may not necessarily be contributing to the team. Now, if I were to give the benefit of the doubt, maybe it's a friend who just stopped in to watch, but you know, even then, I would try to keep those people out of the camp and just keep it focused on this. He doesn't look like a training partner in the way he's dressed, and just appears to be there as a spectator, and I think it's important to limit those distractions. They end up bringing in a boxer, and they put his name at the professional boxer. This guy, he looks like pretty fast and young, and I remember thinking, wow, that's awesome. Mike Tyson is training with this young kid, and that's the perfect person to train for Jake Paul, a young, actually experienced professional boxer. That's who you want to be training with. And then some other guy some fat guy gets in the ring, and he never actually ends up boxing with this guy. The guy's just there to watch. And I believe he's just there to watch because at the end of the video, he says, hey, that was really cool. I didn't expect much, but you did a lot better. He wasn't actually involved in the sparring, and that kind of concerned me a little bit.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything coming in here today, but you exceeded whatever, bro. Like, you look really good.
And the last thing that concerned me that I want to bring up is that the whole time the coaches never provide any feedback. Now, I get it. It's November 7th. You're a week away from the fight. You can't reinvent the wheel, but you can still tighten things up. And all they're doing is praising. You don't need to do anything. You're amazing. And now he might be having confidence issues. And so that's why they're doing that. They're trying to make him confident, but tightening him up. Like, hey, yeah, you're doing this. Why don't you do, like a little thing? Yeah, tighten that up a little bit more. Like, whatever advice they're going to give, just a little bit, and then praise. I would feel a lot better about that. But when you have a whole bunch of yes men around you, even when he does like a set of 10 of dumbbell raises, they're like, you're the best, that's amazing, like, that's so good. And then, quite a long break after that, it does concern me a little bit. George St. Pierre actually brought this up when he lost to Matt Serra. He said he was surrounded by a whole bunch of yes men that were telling him before the fight, you're the greatest, you're the best, you're this, and he lived into, he fed into that hype, and he didn't train as he should have. And then so after that fight, he got rid of all the yes men, and he surrounded himself with a team that would tell him, no, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I'm not necessarily saying that's what's happening here, but a little bit of feedback, even at this close to the fight, you know, just to tighten things up a little bit. This is what the point of this last couple weeks should be, would have made me feel a bit better. You know, the reason why I'm so nervous is I love Mike Tyson. I think he's a staple of the fighting community and boxing, and even in MMA, he's always around. And you know, we had a lot of great memories with Mike Tyson, and I just don't want him to get hurt or anything bad to happen. And I know that Jake Paul purposely picks people that are 58 years old and takes great pride in that. And he does it for a reason. And he pretends to be scared. He pretends, oh, Mike Tyson is the same vicious guy he was, you know, back in the day. And he does that on purpose to sell the fight. But I don't think he truly believes that. I think he really does believe in himself. So I really hope that Mike Tyson can go in there and, in my opinion, shock the world and win that, because that would be amazing. But there is the strong possibility that he gets hurt, and none of us want to see that. So anyways, thanks again, guys, for watching my video. I'll leave a link in the description to the video that I was referencing, so you can watch that and judge for yourself. All right, guys, have a good one.